In this video, I'm going to talk about creating and working with workbooks in Excel. In Excel, files are known as workbooks. Whenever we start a new project or a new document in Excel, we need to create a new workbook. There are different ways to create a new workbook. We can also create a new workbook either as a blank workbook, or we can choose from a pre-designed workbook. To create a new workbook, go to the File tab, and from here we click New, and from here we create the blank workbook. As you can see, we have now the book tree. So you can see here we have the book 2 here, and we now created a new blank workbook using the File tab, and from Create New Blank Workbook. If we want this document to be permanent, we need to save this document. We can use this command from here, or Control S, to save our document. We can also save using the Save menu from here. We click on the Save, and in here we have many options. Right now I want to save this file in my computer, so I select this PC. After this one, we double click on this one. A new Windows will open up. I go to the address that I want to save. Let's say I want to save it in the desktop. In here, when I select here, I give it a name. Let's say my workbook 3. In here, now when I select the save button, this file will be saved on my desktop. Now, if I want to open an existing workbook or file, I go to the File menu. From here, I click on Open. When I click here, it asks me where to open my workbook from. Recent workbooks are here. For example, I had this monthly data in this address. I can choose it here, or I need to go to the specific file address and select the file. So I double click on this PC, and I go to the specific address. Right now I have the shortcuts here, so I click here, and from here I go to the Excel folder, and I open the exercise folder, and then select my specific file that I created before. So I click on Open, and it will open the existing workbook that I have created before. So right now, as you can see, I have 3 workbooks here. So I close this one and also this one. Now I'm working on my monthly data workbook. If I'm using with a workbook regularly, we can also pin the workbook in the recent file. Let's say I want to open this one. As you can see here, we have a lot of files open before. I can pin it using this button here. When I click on the pin, it will this document will be pinned. So whenever I wanted to open that file, it will show me here as a pin, or when I go to open, it will show us in the top. So I have a shortcut here, and when I double click it, it will open the document for me. It's important to remember, if we have an old Office version file, then we sometimes open a file in compatibility mode. For example, if I have an Excel file such as Excel 2003 or 2000 or something like that, sometimes we need to work with those workbooks from our previous data, and we need to bring some changes on those files. When we open this kind of file, they will be open in compatibility mode. What does it mean, compatibility mode? Disable certain features for us. For example, let's open a new document here. I go to the file and click Open, and from here I open a file called Old Office file. When I open this file, for example, if we open a workbook created in Excel 2003, we can only use those tabs and commands that were available in Excel 2003. Hence, we only access commands that found in that program that this file was created. If you want to convert this file to a newer version, we can go to the file. From here, we have the info menu. From here, we can select the convert option. Now, in here, it says that the current file will be changed to a new Excel version, and it will delete the original file. So if I want to, if I don't want this alert to be shown, I can click here. So I don't want to take it here. I click on OK. Now this alert pops up. It says that the file is converted. As you can see here, we now have the extension from XLS to XLS X, and it says that new enhanced feature of the current format is available. So in order to bring changes to the new workbook, we need to reopen it. So it asks me whether to reopen or not. So I click yes to reopen the file for me. Now, this file is no longer a 2013 file, so it's a new file, let's say Office 2021. We can also save this workbook as a PDF or other format files. You can use the Save As option from here and select the folder that we want to save. So here I had the shortcut for this folder, this exercises folder. From here, when we select the Save As type, we have these many options here. So I select the PDF. When I select this one, I give it a name, and after clicking the Save button, it will be saved and it will show me here. So now we created a file, a PDF file, as you can see here. I can open it in other programs. So my browser has a default PDF reader, so it will open it in my browser. We also have the ability to export these workbook. Let's say we can create a PDF XPS file or change the file type. So I have these options here to export this workbook in different file types.